We have been told that the devil is responsible for everything bad in our lives. You made a bad investment. It is the devil who deceived you. You chose the wrong partner. It is the devil who blinded you. Did you waste your money? It is the devil who tempted you. You failed your exam. It is the devil who attacked your mind. And the solution is always the same. Rebuke the devil, bind the devil, fast against the devil, pray fire prayers, attend deliverance services. But let me tell you something that will make some people very angry. Something Nigerian pastors will not say because it removes their control over you. When you take responsibility for your choices, you gain power over your life and future. I am not saying the devil is not real. 1 Peter 5:8 is clear. The devil prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. He is real. He is active. He is our adversary. But the devil is not responsible for every bad thing that happens to you. He is not behind every mistake you make. He is not the reason you keep making the same poor choices. Sometimes it is just you, your impatience, your greed, your lust, your pride, your laziness. Recognizing these weaknesses helps you grow in humility and self-awareness, which is essential for genuine change. That is not the devil. That is your flesh. That is your character. That is your lack of self-control. But Nigerian Christianity has made us blame the devil for everything. We have become a people who refuse to look in the mirror. We have become a people who would rather fight invisible enemies than face our own weaknesses. And that is keeping us stuck. I just wanted to tell you what is happening in Nigeria right now. A young man sees a get-rich-quick scheme. Everyone is warning him. His friends say it is a scam. His family says, do not do it. Even his spirit is uneasy, but he does it anyway. Why? Because he wants fast money, because he is greedy, because he refuses to be patient. The scheme collapses. He loses everything. And what does he say? The devil deceived me. The enemy attacked my finances. I need deliverance from the spirit of poverty. No, the devil did not deceive you. You deceived yourself. You ignored wisdom. You didn't get any warnings. You chose greed over patience. That is not spiritual warfare. That is a bad decision. A young woman meets a man. He has no job. He has no vision. He has no character. Everyone is telling her he is not right for her. Her friends see the red flags. Her family is concerned. Even God is speaking to her spirit. But she stays. Why? Because she is lonely. Because she is desperate. Because she refuses to wait. The relationship becomes toxic. He hurts her. And what does she say? The devil used him to attack me. The enemy sent him to destroy my destiny. I need deliverance from soul ties. No, the devil did not send him. You chose him. You ignored the red flags. You ignored the warnings. You chose desperation over wisdom. That is not spiritual warfare. That is a bad decision. Let me tell you what the Bible actually says. James chapter 1 verse 13 to 15 says, when tempted, no one should say, God is tempting me. For God cannot be tempted by evil, nor does he tempt anyone. But each person is tempted when they are dragged away by their own evil desire and enticed. Then, after desire has conceived, it gives birth to sin, and sin, when it is full grown, gives birth to death. You see that? Your own evil desire, not the devil's power, not a demonic attack. Your own desire drags you away and entices you. The devil may present the temptation, but you make the choice. You give in to your desire. You ignore wisdom. You do what you know you should not do. That is not the devil forcing you. That is you choosing sin over obedience. Proverbs chapter 14 verse 12 says, there is a way that appears to be right, but in the end it leads to death. You see that? A way that appears to be right. The get-rich-quick scheme appears right because you want fast money. The toxic relationship appears right because you are lonely. The wasteful spending appears right because you want to feel good now. But it leads to death, not because the devil tricked you, but because you chose what appeared right instead of seeking what is actually right. I want to tell you what successful Nigerian Christians do. They pray, but they also take responsibility for their choices. They recognize their own weaknesses. They do not blame the devil for the consequences of their own desires. That is the PPA framework. Pray, plan, act. A bad investment tempts you, pray for wisdom, but also recognize your greed. Plan by doing proper research. Act with patience and due diligence. Do not blame the devil when you ignore wisdom. Are you attracted to the wrong person? Pray for discernment, but also recognize your desperation. Plan by setting standards. Act by walking away from red flags. Please don't worry about the devil when you ignore any warnings. Are you tempted to waste money? Pray for self-control, but also please know your lack of discipline. Plan by creating a budget. Act by saying no to impulse spending. Do not blame the devil when you choose comfort over wisdom. You failed your exam? Pray for understanding, but also recognize that you did not study enough. Plan by creating a study schedule. Act by putting in the work. Do not blame the devil when you choose laziness over diligence. Proverbs chapter 4 verse 23 says, "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." You see that? Could you guide your head? Not rebuke the devil from your heart. Not bind every spirit attacking your heart. Guard it. Take responsibility for what you allow in. Take responsibility for what you allow to influence you. And here is the truth that will set you free. When you blame the devil for your bad decisions, you give away your power. You make yourself a victim. You refuse to learn. You refuse to grow. You stay immature, because if the devil made you do it, then you do not need to change. If the devil is responsible, then you are not. If the devil is to blame, then you can keep making the same mistakes and pray harder next time. But that is a lie that keeps you stuck. That is spiritual immaturity disguised as spiritual warfare. That is refusing to grow up in Christ. We live in a country where the system does not favor us, but blaming the devil for our bad decisions will not change that. Refusing to take responsibility will not change that. Staying spiritually immature will not change that. What will change your life is this: stop blaming the devil for your bad decisions. Stop calling every consequence spiritual warfare. Stop refusing to take responsibility for your choices. Start recognizing your own weaknesses. Start guarding your heart. Start making wise decisions even when they are hard. Because the devil is real, spiritual warfare is real. But most of your problems are not demonic attacks. They are consequences of your choices. They are results of your character. They are opportunities to grow in wisdom and self-control. Stop blaming the devil. Start taking responsibility. Stop calling bad decisions spiritual warfare. Start calling them what they are: lessons. Stop being immature. Start growing up in Christ. Because the breakthrough you are praying for will not come from binding the devil. It will come from disciplining yourself, making wise choices, and taking responsibility for your life. Pray, plan, and act. We move.